Okay, it's Saturday morning. I have been up actually and awake for some time. Puppy had a bit of a lay-in, but we're going into Corby Town Centre this morning. While I was finishing getting ready, hubby made the bed. Very often when we're in the caravan, he does make this bed here and the one up in the front, especially this one, because he seems to do a better job than I do. When I'm at home with our son's bed and our double bed, it's easier because you can get right round. As this one, you very often have to pull the actual mattress out to tuck it in. So this is reality, and I'm going to say the good and the bad. I love the plant. I've just put it there so it don't get broken, but I think it looks really nice there. This is actually tidy. I mean, I was actually spread out probably 3/4 of the bed here. So when I was watching movies last night, this is my crafting. This is the bag that normally stays here, but I see restocked it at home, but I'll go into this in more detail probably later today after we come back. I painstakingly was using my little die cut machine, which is there to make these. I'm not going to show too much of this. This is the project I've been doing while I'm here. This is for a subscriber's daughter, so I'm getting that done, and I'm doing extra bits that she can use in her own sort of projects and crafting. So I'm going to call it here now because we need to obviously get out. It's still fairly early. I'm not sure. It's 10 to 9. We was actually supposed to be on the road by now, but never mind. So we are going to get off, and I'll see whether I do any filming in town centre, due to the fact that sometimes, you know, you miss things when you're filming. Anyway, very often I filmed pieces, then I've re-looked back on my video and thinking, I don't remember seeing that. Oh, I like that. Or it's just in the corner of the picture. Well, he's done this side and he's done the back, so he's got the front to do and that side. Normally we do wash it in lock-up, but the fact that
it was nice yesterday.
Yeah, we would have washed it then, but it's looking good, darling. You're doing a good job there. So yeah, we're off an hour to town centre. It's got quite busy, hasn't it, from later last night, because a lot of people come after work, don't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, I am still trying to see if I can get permission, but they're never empty. Is the sort of the pods down there on the right as we're going out, behind me now, but they always seem to be in use, don't they? And before, when it was COVID, I didn't like to ask. I love this entrance and exit when the trees have got the leaves on, isn't it? It's lovely. It's nice being out in the country, isn't it?
When it's sunny.
Yes.
Sunny always makes a difference.
Right, so we're just coming up to the car park.
Willow Place.
Is that what it's called?
Willow
Yeah.
Place.
There is another car park, and I've mentioned this before, that's near Home Bargains, but I'm not sure if it's higher price in parking. It surprises me how empty this car park always is, although it is 9:10, as you can see, but I think it's only usually £1.50, isn't it, our parking?
Yeah.
So we're just getting a ticket. We like this better, and then pay when you get back, because you haven't got to worry about it. What was he talking to us?
No.
Is he having a problem?
I think so.
Or is the gate not opening, or the shutter? It's just, this bloke was still there, wasn't he? We're gonna have our usual spot then. So, as again, I'm not sure exactly how much filming I will do. I will see how we go. We probably don't need jumpers, but we've got them on at the moment. Does it surprise you how empty this car park tends to be?
Yeah, it don't normally fill up till about 10 o'clock, or start filling up.
Yeah, it is Saturday today, so it probably does get a lot busier. Plus we're fairly well. We were hoping to be in town centre just before 9 because hubby wants to continue to wash the caravan. Yeah, we tend to come around this town centre because everything's sort of in one place, rather than hometown. We hardly go to our town actually, but all the stores that I like going in are quite actually close together. It's nice seeing all the flags up still. It does brighten the place up. I love these baskets. I think they do look after the area pretty well, don't they? Mm-hmm. Excuse me, I'm just coming up the steps. That's one of my favourite stores, the present shop. I do like that. And occasionally we go in this one, the Entertainer. I'm not sure if we've actually got one. We used to have one where we live. Then we used to have to go to Milton Keynes. I don't know if it's still there. But we might go in the present shop. That's where I get our granddaughter's bath bombs from. And it has a lot of different decor pieces and everything. So, yeah. So I do like that store. And this is Willow Place. Something that I think makes it really special is this overhang thing. It's really, really high. And yeah, 3 places here. We've got TK Maxx to the left, Costa directly in front, and good old Primark to the right, which we are going in first.
Then we're going in Costa.
And then where are we going?
I'm going to Costa.
When he has a look for what he wants. Okay, so I've got a mixed haul to include on this video. A declaration of getting your prices wrong. This is actually pound stretcher, and as long as your basket is £5 and above, you get the complete basket half price. So I'll try my best because they've put the full price through and then they just take it off at the end. So the first thing was, this was half price on this one was £7.50. This is for our son's bed because I needed to replace it. It's the anti-allergic quilted luxury fitted mattress protector. So that was £7.50 instead of £15. I think I'll just give the half price. This was £1.25. We just wanted some kitchen roll for our caravan. This worked out half price. I've actually picked up 2 of these. This one was from Pound Stretcher at £1.25, and the other one was Primark, which will be in the next haul. These were, I think these worked out at £1.85 or £1.75 each. These are the dish drying mats. I wanted these possibly for the caravan because after a while being washed and everything and getting constantly wet and dried, washing them, they do go very thin. So they were £1.85. Half price on this one was £2. It's the batteries because we needed them for a remote that we have in the caravan. We've got this Leap Ahead workbook maths. Maybe this wasn't such a brilliant price. Half price it was £1.25, but it's got stickers and different work things in the book. 1 or 2 items I did actually was querying with hubby, but I don't think they were the correct prices. Everything was 2 different prices. Like a lot of things, they had the half price, what would be at the end when you put your basket through, as long as it was £5 and over. But I felt, you know, that when I looked at the receipt, I think a couple of the items were more expensive than what they actually stipulated. I've got a good mind to actually contact Pound Stretcher because it's the second time this has happened. Colgate, Cool Mint, maybe not so brilliant. This was £1 and this was for 250ml. But again, we don't tend to sometimes have very big packaging when it's in the Caravan. I bought some of these before Christmas and I paid full price £1.99, but this set was for £1. It's to finish the Christmas wreath, the gingerbread one that I want to do for this Christmas. Then yeah, I did say I was going to buy any more pads, and I got 2 here. These were 85p each. That was the half price one. It might be something again that I might actually share another time, but I'll just show you a couple of the pages because, as I said, I'm probably going to a bit more detail when we're home on this one. And as I said, they've got some lovely papers. I think they only had the 2 what I could find, the 2 different ones. So that's that one, Oh Happy Day. And then we got this one, and again it's like marbly papers and that, and I think these are absolutely gorgeous. So I think this was a good price, as I say, at 85p. Just 1 or 2 items that I've got a slight query on, but I don't know whether it'll actually come up on their website or not. But hey ho, can't be helped. I try to keep an eye on the pricing as best as I can, but when it goes through the cashier, and this is the problem, you know, especially when it's going through really quickly, goes through as full price, and it's at the end of the receipt that it's taken off. It's different when you've got a few items and calculated roughly what it was, but I must admit I'd actually lost the plot while we was in there, so never mind. So that concludes Pound Stretcher. So I've got a couple of things from other stores which I'll share next. Okay, we only purchased 1 item from Poundland, and we haven't tried it as yet because I think it's still sealed in its packaging. I know some things are missing because of things that we're using. This is the 3.5mm headphone converter. And this, well, there was a price of £5, but it was actually 2. I think it depended which one you picked up. I've got something very similar at home, and it allows me to have my earphones in on my phone, my full earphones, or my laptop, and that's why we needed this adapter, so I can plug it into my phone for my main headphones. So that was £2. Home Bargains. Hubby picked up this protector for his phone. This was £1.19. Also, I picked up 2 pairs of socks for him. Don't very often wear thin socks, he doesn't. These are like in the Father's Day range, but they're both got Grandpa on, or Grandad. And this one says, "Do not disturb. Grandad is resting his eyes." That's those. And these, both these sets were 99p each. And this is Grandad, the King of Napping. Yeah, there's a theme here. So they're all both 99p. Now, we both agreed, which been saying about this. This is the UHU glue. This is very similar to, I'm sure it's the same box as what we got in Poundland, and these are the size that I normally get in Poundland, because I've said about watching your packaging, but on the ticket price it said 99p each, but I've just checked my receipt and they came up as I think it was 129. So they were the only few items I got from Home Bargains. Now for Primark. These are for the Caravan. These are your toothbrush covers. This is 80p for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the different colours, just obviously to make it a little bit more safer. I always look out for the bargains in Primark, reduced items. This is 3 pairs of ladies socks. These are to put in my gift cupboard. They were £4 down to 2, and these are the Disney socks, and this was for a gift. Also Disney range, because I might put the socks, plus you can always get Disney pieces, and some of the stuff is being reduced, is this Disney soap bag or makeup bag. It was originally £5 down to £3, and it's got Dumbo on there. So my idea for this person is, what I might do is I might get a few other Disney little pieces, and then I can put, say, the socks inside, say, the bag like that, and then obviously add other pieces on as well. I nearly bought the Weekender bag that was originally £20 down to 10, and I'm still thinking about that one, if it's still in stock when I next go into Primark. So as I said, £3 and 2, so even that as a gift together, £5, you can't really grumble at that. Always thinking out the box. Now these do actually fit my phone, but I didn't actually buy them for my phone. They were originally £3 each, down to 50p each for my phone, but they're like a rubber. And the reason I wanted this, and it might be easier for me to show you this at some point, I've got this tiny Sizzix machine. It takes the very mini tiny dies. The only thing, the little plastic cover that you put the dies through the machine, it's got that brittle and it doesn't work very well. So I was trying to come up with different ways that I can put things through to do the height so it goes through. If you've got a Sizzix machine, you know what I'm talking about, but this is the mini one. And we did actually cut up our son's old phone case actually before we came, and it did the trick. Between that being the bottom, then you have the die cut and paper, and then on top we actually cut up a DVD plastic case, and it worked a treat because I didn't pay a lot for the little machine. I think it was only something like £3.49 from the range a couple of years ago, so I didn't really want to try and pay a lot out for the cover. But again, if you constantly watch my videos and you do follow me, you'll understand this more when I actually share it. So that's those. These were reduced down to 20p. They are the actual frozen tags, were £1 down to 20p. Could only find the one packet, but again, use them for tags, or you can actually cut round them even, or just round that bit, and they can use as embellishments. So I tend to do a lot of frozen crafts anyway. Something that I was really pleased with is I got some washi tapes. No, it was one of the things I wasn't going to purchase. This one's a 4-pack. It's £1. Yeah, actually I could probably actually open this. So it comes with this this blue. It's got a pattern on. We've also got the pink with hearts. I'm not sure if this is going to actually show up. Then we've got the orange, which is like a gingham, and then the last one is another, is it pink? Another pink one, yeah, and that's got flowers on. So you get the 4, and that's £1. Now I think that is pretty good. Sometimes that can actually be cheaper than even Poundland, so I was really pleased with that. And that is the packaging there. This is even better. It's more washi tape. This is for again 80p for the 4. But what I like about these, I'm thinking, I knew I should have picked another one of these because this would be great for my planner. So we've got goals, and it's constantly saying goals on that one. That one's got like circles, this one here. because I tend to do at least maybe one spread a month. Tend to use black. The other one is got priority to do and reminder repeating, which is that one there. And then the last one is keep going, be patient. I think that's gonna, I don't know if that's got something else, it happens or something, make it happen. So I think if anybody does your planners or whatever, or even anything else, your notebook or whatever, 80p for 4, and I think that's excellent. I really will have to look out for some more of those. This item is missing because hubby's already got it on his AirPods. This was another AirPod case because we went into Primark first of all. This was £2. Then we got a second one from Pound Stretcher because our son needed a case as well. Something that was reduced, and I did actually check, and it's got expiry on here is January 2026. When it's some kind of food product or drink or something and you want to keep it up, especially for another season or the following season, you need to check your expiry date. But this is January 2026. This was originally, yes, £8 originally, and I got it for £1. I could only get the one, and it is a brunch gift set with Tabasco sauce to add flavour to your day. Now, both our sons like spicy foods, but this is specifically for our eldest son because he does do, he shares the cooking and baking and everything with our daughter-in-law, and this is what it is. So you've got everything here, and then the Tabasco sauce is just there. So £8 down to £1. So I'm keeping that up as a little, sort of stocking filler type thing. And the last item, I got these for hubby. Yes, more shorts. They are black, but they've got like this little tweed. They have got the pockets in the back and the sides. Now these were £6 down to £4, so it was £2 off, as I said, because he wants some shorts to sort of lounge around in, especially with the nicer weather and everything. So he's wearing his other pair that we got from Asda yesterday. I have to remember what day it is, and got these today. So I think I've pretty much covered everything that we've purchased today. There was one other thing I only had to pay 35p for. I got a black hole puncher because I wanted one to keep in the caravan, and I think that might be it. I think that's the only item I actually missed out of here. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and maybe there'll be some of the bits going on as well. I know hubby is actually going to be cleaning the caravan, but it keeps coming over dull, and then it brightens up, dull, brightens up, you know what I mean. But hopefully the rain will hold off. Yeah, so while hubby's doing some cleaning outside the caravan, I'm cleaning inside the caravan. We just spend a little bit of time, you know, now and again doing these bits and pieces. It's not a hardship, as I said before, doing a bit here, doing a bit there, you know. We have a rest in between. We did have a rest, have lunch when we got back from town centre. As you've probably seen, my haul, my mixed haul. You might find me very often either sitting on the edge or whatever, or etching up on my bottom. I just find it a lot easier to hoover sitting on the floor. As I say, this has been a brilliant hoover. We've had it a good many years now, and no, it's not raining, it's just that hubby is using the hose on the outside of the caravan. I am wearing my, I don't know if you can see these, I've got my Daffy Duck socks on that I got from Primark, and hubby's laughing through the window because I'm lifting my leg up, but he's wondering what I'm talking about. But yeah, I've got my Daffy Duck socks on that I got from Primark, where we live. So hopefully, you know, you're enjoying this video. I'm trying as much as I can while we're away, where we can, is, especially myself obviously, is talk what we're doing while we're doing certain things and things like that, because very often when I'm at home cleaning, sometimes I may put a voiceover, stop, talk, whatever, or sometimes I just put music to the video. The reason I do it that way is because when you're at home, very often, you know, you might have time restraints or something and need to get things done, so that's why I do it that way. So again, hopefully you're liking this format and don't feel as though I'm droning on and on and on and sending you to sleep or whatever. But as I say, when I can, I try and talk through my videos. So I tend to use near enough the same products as I do at home as I do in the caravan, and also a microfiber cloth which is dry on things like the TVs, and think that's technology, or like the PlayStation 4 and everything. So it doesn't take long to actually dust the whole caravan. I don't always do everything every time we come. Sometimes I alternate things because it doesn't get that dirty, and as I said, it's quite nice actually because hubby does help out quite a bit in the caravan. Up here, I'm just going to tilt you up a little bit so you can see, this is what I call my drinks cabinet, not alcohol obviously. We have a coffee machine up here, we have the cafeteria up here, and we have a latte glasses, so everything's in there. We don't tend to leave it out that often unless it's really cold and we're constantly having hot drinks, but we've always got our kettle out anyway. So what I do is I just polish in the wood and handles and things like that, and ledges, you know, every little bit. Mostly I do actually do the TV due to the fact that you see all the dust and everything. It's nothing like having dirty finger marks actually on the TV when you're trying to watch it and everything. And this is an LG Smart TV. The one in the bedroom is not. We want to get that replaced. Best thing is we can transfer things onto a hard drive, movies or whatever, or series or anything from home, and that I will say they are privately watched only just for us, so there's no copyright or anything like that infringements. But yeah, we're lucky because we do have a Netgear that hubby does have a standing order for, a direct debit, and that's really handy for when I'm uploading Netflix, anything like that, YouTube, so we can do that, you know, sort of watch that sort of thing, so it's really handy. We do have also on the PlayStation 4 Disney Plus and say Netflix and that sort of thing, so that's really good. So the PlayStation 4 is really good that way because It's used for a number of different things. So very often, technology wise, I just use, say, a microfiber cloth.
Let's do the roof though.
So he's done a really good job. It's done the other side and he's finished the front now. And I've been cleaning some of the inside. Just about missed a bit. Was it coming off the trees and that?
Perfect. It's the same.
So I'm just sharing some organising. It doesn't have to be for a caravan, motorhome. It could give you ideas for your own home as well. Things change, life changes, family changes, so you do have to change along with it. These two cupboards now, because as I said, we used to have a lot of DVDs in there, but we just keep them in the case which is down there at the moment. So that's what we call our technology sort of cupboard. It has, when I'm not using it, it has my stand from filming. It has the small laptop here, and behind that is the case for the GoPro. This one is when very often hubby laughs because I often bring my planner and planner stuff, especially when it gets towards the end of the month and I'm going to be doing the next sort of month's spread. Even then I still bring it because I'm still making the little sort of mini A4 one-sheeted junk little booklets and everything. And so some of the pieces I use out of my planner stuff and some out of my crafts. So, and I always use my planner every day, so I'll leave the cupboard door open. And then this is my craft bit. So it's one of those baskets I got for 50p from Poundland, with some extra bits which I will share in a moment what's in there. And that is my mobile craft bag, which will now stay here. It very often stays here, but sometimes, occasionally I should say, I do take it home to, you know, sort of restock the bag. So that's sort of where I keep my pieces. Hubby tends to have these two cupboards here. He has like his vape and stuff there, and any bits and pieces he wants in there. That we share, as I said yesterday, has extra jumpers and lounge sets and everything in there. I tend to have these two, and then this one we tend to share that end one for technology, just because it's near like the TVs and everything, and it's easier to grab as we're leaving our caravan. So that, as I said, just sharing these little bits and pieces gives you ideas how to store pieces, how to organise pieces, even for a small home. Okay, so this is my mobile craft bag. It is actually a number of pockets. It is actually a soap bag, you know, for when you're away anywhere, and it's got so many pockets. Never did use it for the purpose, as I say, again, thinking out the box. This has worked out really well. As I say, I've only just bought it back this weekend because I needed to restock. So it's got the Velcro bit there, and it's got so many pockets, so I can split it all up. So starting with the first pocket here, in this, because I've used this because it's a lot of them, except for the ones at the back that are mesh and that, is got this wipe clean because I have the glues in here. So I have my UHU glue dots, glue sticks and tacky glue in there. So all the glues go in there. This main pocket in here, this is what I tend to have to restock. I'll quickly share what's in this one. and I've got some like happy birthday stickers, because I do quite a lot of card making while I'm in the caravan. And then I've got a number of these sort of sets. This is like for kids, you know, pirates and fairies in that one. I've also got the papers to match these as well, and I've got mermaids. So these are the ones that you can do and make them like 3D. And so this was left over from another book. It's like one that I was cutting up and I shared previously, like this one. So this is why I've put it in here, because they're easy cards to make. And I got some like embellishments in that one and that one. I got some from Frozen, say lots of different ones. Some more Frozen, again they're the 3D ones. And I've got princess castle ones, dragons in there, and some more castle type ones, and some knights. And then they've got these little books that got embellishments in, just, you know, makes it easy. I've got a small pile of different thin cards in different colours. Great if you've got patterned paper and just want to break up the colour so your embellishment will show up. Then I've got cards and envelopes in pastels and golds in there, and got some plain white envelopes and cards there. I've just got sort of the brown paper one, green card there, and some more of those type ones. So an assortment of cards. And then I like to keep this sort of papers again as backing papers, and to do little die cuts and things, the ombre paper. So that goes in that one. Then this one has a variety of different washi tapes, if that turns out, and there's a few little sort of embellishments and things like these I've kept in here. There's also little sticky square pads in there. And then in this little zip one here, I said there's lots of little pockets. I have a lot of little embellishments and things. There's a whole pile in there, in that little zip thing there to be used. Then in this mesh one, I have my owl sharpener. I have a pair of scissors, because I don't like to use the good scissors that we leave in the caravan, because obviously glue and even sometimes, you know, double-sided tape, it ruins scissors. Then I've got my little owl pencil case here, and in here I've got an eraser, which happens to be an owl, and my owl pencil and ruler as well, and that stays in there. As I said, things, you do adapt things and change things. Now this pocket here is now empty, because I've actually transferred my little mini die cuts over into another pouch. Like I said, this actually stays in the cupboard above the bed. This is the little mini die cut. It only takes a small die cut, Crafter's Companion. Believe it or not, I only paid, I think it was £3.49 for this a couple of years ago from the range. And that, I used this pouch, this was for something else, some form of electronic we used to have. And then if I just open the zip up, I can explain what I was trying to explain about the rubber mobile phone covers. Now this is how it looks. It's only like a thick plastic, and this is the state. I don't know if that's going to show. That's the state is, and it's sort of buckled. Anybody that's got a scissors machine knows that the medium and the large big shots, this is what happens anyway, but obviously it's more acrylic is the dividers for those, but this is like a thick plastic. So what we've come up with, if I'll explain, this is actually this was a rubber mobile phone cover, an old one that used to belong to our son. So what it is, that usually goes down. Pretend that's the paper. Obviously you have to cut it to that width, so your paper goes there. Then you have a die cut, which I should have got one out actually to sort of share. It's near enough the same principle as a big shot, but obviously on a tiny scale. Then you've got your die cut. Then these is actually thick plastic. That was actually a DVD case, and that goes like that. Obviously you'll have your paper, it'll be the same width, so it'd be like that. I can't do it because this is too thick because it's paper, but normal paper and thin cardboard, and then that gets fed through this hole here, and you turn it round and it die cuts your shapes out. Now with this, originally got this, and I got a set of circle ones, which actually, to tell you the truth, I use them the most. So it's a set of 4 in different sizes. So these are what actually came with it, so that was really good. And I've just got the different sizes. These are like the ombre type papers as well, and I've put them in different sizes. So that's that one. And then in here, in this pocket, I just keep all these sort of bits. That's a bit that can be cut down. That's just spare from a DVD case. That's in there ready to be cut down. So that all goes in there, and the instructions. And then I've got my little mini dies in these little pockets. So that's the circle ones. And then I've got a lot of these that I paid only 8p from in the past from the range, and it's all like JoJo's sort of theme, like I showed you the kiddies embellishments and 3D ones in my bag here. I've got the papers to match, and then these are the die cuts. So that one is like a dolphin, and that's a little cut there, and that's like a fairy. I haven't got any of those actually cut out. Another one there, and then we've got the mermaid, and then this one is a unicorn, and there's the die cut there, and I've got a few cut out in there. Yeah, so they just fit in there nicely. It just keeps them correct. As before, they used to just go in the pocket, but I keep that together and that, and I'll put that away in a minute. Now the circle bits, some of these you pop out, others, a friend of mine actually photocopied some of the you know, sheets so they could be used, but it just means you cut them out. But what I've done in a lot of these, like sort of this bit here, instead of sort of you know, cutting it all out, I have done some of my little A4 one sheet little books, and they'll be going out to subscribers soon. I have actually just used that bit, used that the larger circle die cut, and this is what comes out. And I've just made a little bit of a tag. This is from this sort of range, and I've got a lot of the different sort of papers to this sort of range, and I've used the ribbon is from this set, and this was the pastel, and I also got this on sale as well. Just threw that on the floor. But yeah, and I've just made a little tag. I can't show the 3D books at the moment. I'm going to video those, but I don't really want to share those until I know that the people who I'm sending them to have received them, because I don't want to ruin the surprise. But say I'm just giving you a little idea with a little tag, and that's why I needed the hole punch, which I paid 35p for, from Pound Stretcher. So that one will actually stay in the caravan in my little basket. And the other little tag I've got is this one, and so that's all part of that range. Some of the bits, like I said, I cut out, some obviously not. So this embellishment here, I've used it from this paper, so I've just cut a little square off and trimmed it down so it goes through that little die cut machine, and sort of centralized the die cut to get as much of the flower in as possible. So I just wanted to sort of share that. Another thing that I've actually brought with me is things that I've said this before about thinking out the box. This card here is actually, I used to do a lot of sending off for things, and used to have to send a postcard, but obviously you don't tend to use these now. So that is the size there, and what I've done is this bit I've just covered it with some paper. So say this paper here, so I've covered that over there, put the glue on that side, stuck it down, then trimmed around it, folded it, and it makes a nice size gift tag. And using the embellishment and die cuts and everything like that. Something else, these are sets of cards that I was going to get rid of. I've put a pile away for different people actually, but these, because they're plain white inside and behind, you can cover that. So get some nice paper, say this one, obviously being aware that you don't want any paper that's too light, that's going to show through, but then you can stick the paper and cover the card and then put whatever design you want on the card. And I've got quite a few white ones with the envelopes, and I've got some red ones as well, which the red ones probably I would use red or like a deep green paper at Christmas time, so I can use those instead of buying more cards for that use. So that's just something there. Going back to phone covers, this is another old phone cover that was just literally going to dump. My son sorted this out before we came, and this is the sort of thing, because it's like the rubbery type one that can be cut down and used with this without having to purchase more of these. I don't know, you probably can still get these, but I think they're going to be quite pricey compared to what I actually paid for the item in the first place. So like I said, I quite like making little things like this. I have got two of the small books that I've made while I've been here this weekend, but unfortunately I can't actually share those at the moment. So I'm going to call it a night now, so we can go and watch some TV and everything. But I just wanted to share all this and give you some ideas, even if you do crafting at home and haven't got a lot of places to store things. Having something just this size, even smaller, where you've got glue, scissors, if you're doing the 3D cards, you need the little square sticky pad things, which I've got some here like these, so they just raise them up and you can make your 3D design, and scissors and some glue and basics like that, and put it all in a bag like that. So even if you've got a craft room, you can carry it around to whatever room you want to do your craft in. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.